Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see what the messages are. Who am I talking to today? What is helpful? And if the message isn't for you, it could be someone around you that's going through this. And just knowing about it helps provide energetic support where you're not drained. Okay, so we have Maeve. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Sometimes you have energy, sometimes you don't. Pay attention to your moon sign. That's your emotional energy level. And that returns to your natal moon, your moon sign, every month for about 2 days. So imagine that as your fully charged battery. So as the month goes on, energy gets used up. So use it as a way to work in your favor. So we have Isolt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So if you're going through challenges with someone, remember, in a past life, could have been an enemy, and you're learning how to, bring love into a situation, which can be really hard. So it's that perspective shift. If you have energy to give, you can give. If you don't, you don't. So we have Raven, magic. Tap into your magic. Ask your ancestors, your guides, for help in the situations you don't know what to do with or how it's going to work out. Just, hey everybody, help me with this. I don't know what to do. And then guess what you do? You wait. Okay. We have Orca, record. So remember that past life enemy who's now your parent, your partner, your child. This is where you work through all of those differences. Okay, so we have corn, harvest. What will come of all of this? What will you get back if you put all this energy and love into growing something? What do you get back from that? Okay. And sometimes, the season's not right, the soil's not right, the climate, and sometimes you don't get that harvest. But you have to keep going. You don't just focus on, it didn't work out, 320. If farmers gave up after a bad harvest and didn't try again, we wouldn't have much to eat. 333. So we have the tribe and truth be told. So you're probably coming in contact with others in different capacities that have really good advice for you. And they just kind of tell you things that you need to hear. So meditate on that. Accept what those messages are. And, we got to get our ego out of the way and just really am I doing that? Or is this situation bringing out the best in me? And if it's not, that's where we have to decide, to move on. To move on. Truth be told, cut your losses. But you have to share with those people that feel like they're in the same wave as you. 3 of Swords. Because if you're sharing it with people who, I guess, aren't like you, they're not going to understand the sensitivity that you feel in situations, relationships, environments. So they're going to be like, that's no big deal. But someone who's like you will be like, oh, wait, that's a big deal. You're giving your energy to who? To what? Why? and it's just sucking you dry? Oh no. Things like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's something that's needing to be balanced. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict around Pisces, and it's not yours. You're trying to manage it. Yeah, because you have this bright, sunny energy. It's like everyone's dumping all of their stuff on you and expecting you to just deal with it, when that's not how this works. Everyone has to deal with their own path. You can operate as a guide, but you're not doing it for them. And you're not getting bogged down. Friendly reminders. I think we need this one every day. Because as healers and givers and, light workers, star seeds, we see the best in everyone. But that doesn't mean, that's really, really there in reality. On a soul level, yes, but day to day, what is it like? Does it feel like anger, frustration, conflict, violence, abusive? And not everyone does this intentionally. It's based on their past, but you don't have to deal with that. You are not Mother Teresa here. I don't even know if people know who that is anymore. She basically sacrificed her whole life to live in the darkest underbelly of India, nursing people that were very sick. And she did it, and that was her purpose. But I'm not saying that that's yours. There are certain people out there that do that. But you don't have to. Just because you can, you don't have to. I'm giving you permission, Pisces, to walk away. So we have the Hierophant, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That teacher. We also have the Hermit, Ace of Cups. So there's someone that's hiding their feelings for you. They see you as someone very warm, compassionate, gentle, that needs rest. It's like they can feel the exhaustion off of you. They might be the one that's asking you, what are you doing for your own self-care? Yes, you're taking care of all this. You have a lot on your plate, a lot on your shoulders. But what are you doing for you? That's that person. Virgo energy, which is your opposite sign, which is a great balance in energy. So it's good to have that around you. Those that are operating in the light side of Virgo, because there can also be isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, lost your way, distance, paranoia, antisocial, and sadness. That's also Virgo. So we're looking for the wisdom, guidance, spiritual enlightenment, truth-seeking, and independent kind of energy. So with this Hierophant, it's like, what are you committing to? Look for things that make you feel alive, joyful, excited. Take those as your opportunities, because that's what they are. If they're bringing you down in any way, nope. Oh, you figure that out. Whoever that is. Whatever circumstance that is. That's not meant for you. That's not... It basically indicates what's not, or who's not in your tribe. Right? Who's not symbiotic, simpatico with you. It's evident. You feel it in your body, and you're trying to square peg, round hole, make it fit, but you're the one that's getting chipped. You're the one that's getting nicked. You're the one that's just feeling the pressure. They're not. If anything, they enjoy having you around because you bring up their average. their energy. And maybe in another lifetime it's okay, but if you're feeling pressure, if you're feeling stress, that's a no. It's like you have to be able to receive what you give. The Seven of Pentacles. It's like you've planned, you've put in effort and work, and you expect an outcome. Expect growth. So that's what needs to happen. Otherwise, you don't give anymore. You cut your losses and you're like, okay, this just wasn't working out. And you move on. So there can be energy around you watching you do this. And they're knowing, feeling that they're next. Unless they can step up and approach you in the proper way, which is with a lot of love. A lot of support. They know that you know this, and they know that you're not going to put yourself through any heartache anymore. You've learned. You're like, no, if it feels like this, I'm gone, and quickly. And you're the one that's better off. They're the one that's going to miss you. And that's part of the lesson. To look for love, look for joy. And if this person isn't doing that and just taking from you, they're in for an awakening the hard way. Yeah, you're basically this energy that comes in and shows people where they're stuck and where they need to move on. So Pisces, you're not meant to take on their burdens, because what that's going to do is it's going to harm you. So don't take it on. I'm not saying that you're cutting out these people. There's not many swords here actually at all. So it's not that. It's just you just don't engage with this drama, with this sadness. You're like, okay, sorry to hear that. Do what you need to do to handle that. Because you can't do it for them. You have to let people struggle. Flounder a bit. You know what that's like. All those Pisces out there that have nearly drowned. You have to go through that. So, I know it's a bit harsh or firm. But yeah, you have everything that you need. You can go to those depths. A lot of purple. So just know that, set your boundaries. You are highly sensitive. So to be around environments that are harsh, chemicals, people, all that, smoke, heat, it can be too much for you. So if people are dealing with their shadow and trying to have you help them, they have to do it on their own. And like all addictive things, there's that place of rock bottom, and them have to struggle on their own. Because otherwise we turn into these enablers where people don't ever recover, don't ever find their own strength because you're carrying it for them. So no more. Let them do it on their own. If you need to talk to someone about them, just so it's not getting stuck in your mind, do that. But yeah, don't always answer the phone. Don't always reach out. Let them figure things out on their own. All right, Pisces, I love you. Great reading, great reading. And I'll see you soon. All right.